Coach, you get a pretty good start from your team. A couple of weird penalties again, and a 7-minute penalty kill, and you hang on to win 3-2. What did you make of the game tonight?
Well, one of the things we talked, or actually one of our keys to the game tonight, was to get a response from the special teams. For the first 2 weeks of the season, and in Laval there, and the 3-2 win, very good. But obviously there's ups and downs on both those as the season goes on, and it wasn't a very good Friday, Saturday in Milwaukee and Rockford. So I thought both those areas responded tonight, and specifically, with a little bit of adversity. I mean, we have the Hetherington penalty right off the hop, 1 minute in the game, and then the 7-minute major there. But we got momentum from it. We got a goal, and we killed it off. So that's what we talked about, creating momentum from our power play and PK, and for the most part, I think we did that tonight.
It was a physical game, pretty rough, and obviously Scott Sabourin gets ejected early on. How did that kind of change things? Was that the type of game you were expecting?
Well, when you don't really see a team very often, you're not quite sure what to expect. But, they got some guys over there like Wilson that's always played hard. I've always liked that player, going back to the old Wilkes-Barre Hershey days. And, he challenged Sabourin coming off one shift, and then the next shift, Sabourin went after him. And, quite frankly, I'm not quite sure why he got out of that with nothing. But, you know what, as we see quite often, the refs see sometimes a different game than we're seeing. But, again, a lot of adversity there, and we got through it with a great kill and Chartier shorthanded goal.
It also looked like you were going to lose Cole Reinhardt for a little bit, but he came back and seemed to be all right.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary. Just the way he went into the boards there and the way he was holding his wrist. First thing in my mind was, oh, geez, another broken wrist, another 6 to 8 week injury. But he went off, and doctors looked at it, and, I know talking to him here after the game, a little bit sore, but I thought he was fantastic tonight. I thought he was skating and really was noticeable as one of our key guys tonight.
How about Matt Sogard? Seemed like a nice response from the weekend, and ties a team high for saves as well tonight. Big piece of things, it seemed.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Sogard was outstanding, and we did started our individual meetings with each player, and we talked to Sogard about getting into rhythm and becoming the guy and being able to have multiple starts, and much like Lugan in Rochester, who's played the majority of the games there. So tonight was a step in the right direction. It's been a little bit of adversity for him to start the season with the injury to start off there in that first period in Laval. But overall, I thought he was excellent tonight and made some key saves. And anytime you've got 8 penalty kills, they're going to get shots, right? And he made some key saves specifically there throughout the game on all our kills.
2 new guys in the lineup, Cole Castles and Corey Conacher. Conacher got on the score sheet, and Castles was out there protecting the lead. What did you see from those two?
Well, both veteran guys. Castles, third go-around for me as a head coach, and I've always had a lot of time for Cole Castles. Very solid, responsible defensively, good on face-offs. Seamless transition in the penalty kill tonight, and I thought he was very good. And for a guy that just came to North America a few days ago, and Conacher, he's just got poise and a lot of offensive presence, that offensive prowess you love to see, and I'm sure he's going to continue to get better as he gets his legs, and he had some short shifts there, and I was trying to manage his ice time, but with so many penalty kills tonight, he was good there, and I was just trying to make sure he was in rhythm, and I thought he was solid as well.
Ridley Gregg had a strong game, especially on the penalty kill. Is he starting to kind of get acclimated coming back from that injury?
Yeah, I think so. I thought Ritter was real good from start to finish tonight, and beautiful assist, real strong on face-offs. He played both special teams tonight, and probably hitting that 20 to 22 minute mark. So he's getting better and better, right? As we talked about in Rockford there, after that physical hit he had in the second period, I thought he was real good the rest of that game, and he followed up with a real strong effort tonight. So the points will come for him because he plays a pretty solid 200-foot game, and he's got some grit to him, and nice assist tonight. So I think once he gets that first goal, he's going to be fine in the offensive category.
This is kind of what you envisioned from Rourke Chartier. Like last year, he was very good for you. Only played in 33 games or whatnot. But when you brought him back, is this kind of what you envisioned?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sharts was certainly a guy that we talked in the offseason about bringing back as a non-vet, and a guy that's been around for a number of years. If it wasn't for the injury factor over his career, he would be a vet. So it's almost like having a veteran presence in the locker room, and that's why he's got a letter. But, he's been given, one of the reasons he re-signed here was to be given an offensive opportunity, and we've seen that last year with almost a point a game, and we're seeing that again tonight, and I thought Reinhardt and him and Sokolov were very, very good tonight as a line. It was tough to see any 5-on-5 play early. I think the first period I had 3 minutes of 5-on-5 play, but when we finally got some 5-on-5, I thought that line was very good together.
And lastly, you've got the pretty red-hot Toronto Marlies coming in tomorrow. How do you counter their streaking run of play?
Well, I think, the Marlies always come in with arguably the best rosters in the American Hockey League, and it's no different this year. So, we've watched them play here against Laval from Wednesday, and, in terms of philosophically, they haven't changed anything. They look the same, except for they got some new players, and it'll be a good rivalry again this year, and it should be a nice crowd tomorrow night, and the guys should be pumped up to play, and hopefully we can come out with a great effort and secure the 2 points.